Hi everyone, Canoopsy here, and as some of you know, I'm a pretty big fan of truly wireless earbuds. They actually sound pretty good now, they're very convenient, and having no wires at all feels like the future. And while Apple AirPods are pretty awesome, they're definitely not for everyone. So in this video, I'll be talking about some of my favorite truly wireless earbuds and Apple AirPod alternatives. This video is brought to you by Skillshare, the best place to learn all those creative skills you've always wanted to learn. Hit the link in the description to find out more and for a 2-month free trial. Okay, so first up we have the Anker Soundcore Liberty Air, and these things look very similar to Apple AirPods with the experience and the overall look. They kind of look like blacked out AirPods but are fairly discreet, and they fit in your ears pretty well overall. They're not really great for running or exercise though, they're probably going to fall out then, but just for general, day-to-day usage, they do stay in pretty well. The ear tips do provide some passive noise isolation, which is definitely great, but the one issue here though is if you're actually adjusting these earbuds, you can almost always accidentally tap on the little controls, and it's just kind of annoying. It's just some touch pads on the sides, and they're very easy to press. And the Liberty Air do sound pretty good. There's a lot of bass, but it's not really too overpowering. And while the audio isn't the most clear and crisp, they do mostly sound alright for the price. And the price is $80, about half the cost of a pair of Apple AirPods, and at that price, they do mostly hold up. The battery also lasts 5 hours, and the case provides an additional 15 hours of charge, so you get some pretty solid battery life here. Up next we have the Xiaomi AirDots Pro, and these things look almost identical to a pair of Apple AirPods. The actual earbuds themselves, and of course the case, these things are very similar looking to AirPods for sure. Now, I don't mind the design similarity, but what I'm not really a fan of here though is how hard it is to get these things out of the case. There's only a tiny bit of exposed plastic and makes them very difficult to pull them out and just use them. Once you get them out of the case though, they do fit in pretty well. They got some passive noise isolation, but once again, these are not great for running or exercise because they're just gonna fall out. And the sound quality though is actually really good. They have a nice neutral, pleasant sound with a good amount of bass, and the highs aren't too harsh either. These sound about equivalent to a pair of Apple AirPods, if not slightly better, which is great. They also have the rubberized ear tips, so they fit in better, provide more of a seal, so that's awesome. The case here also has USB-C, which is awesome, but the battery life on these earbuds is just alright. You're getting 3 hours of listening time, which is kind of below some of the other earbuds today on the list. The other main negative though about these earbuds is you're probably gonna have to import these things depending on where you live if you really want to buy them. And when you import them, the cost is gonna be a lot more than Xiaomi originally intended for these earbuds. So while these things are definitely pretty good, it is a bit tough to recommend them to everyone. Up next, the TicPods Free from Mobvoi, and these things cost about $130 US. And once again, these are also very similar looking to Apple AirPods, but arguably in some cases are a bit better looking too. They come in a bunch of different colors, I chose the blue versions, and they do fit a lot better than Apple AirPods with those ear tips and the general shape of the earbuds themselves. They also stay in very well and even good enough for exercise too. Now, Mobvoi is a company known for some really cool innovations related to touch, and these things have some awesome touch controls as well. They're very advanced but not always totally reliable, but you can actually adjust the volume by sliding up and down the earbuds, as well as a bunch of other great controls too. So for the most control and the most intuitive control, these earbuds nail it. Now, the sound quality on these is actually pretty great. It's a warm, very pleasant sound with balanced mids and highs and a satisfying layer of bass. There's also some passive noise isolation here too, so you can block out some of your background noise with these earbuds. And for battery life, these earbuds last about 4 hours on a single charge, and the case provides an additional 14 hours of listening. And let me tell you, the standby in this case is absolutely amazing. I've left these things for almost a month and come back to them, and they're still charged and ready to go. They only charge through micro USB unfortunately, but besides that, they're pretty much perfect as AirPod alternatives. Up next, the Samsung Galaxy Buds for $129 or free if you pre-ordered the Galaxy S10. The design of these earbuds is very discreet, the case is tiny, and the earbuds are small as well. They fit very well with the tiny wingtip, and they're barely noticeable in your ears, so they're perfect for exercising. These are definitely not going to be falling out anytime soon. They also actually feature 4 GB of internal storage, which none of these earbuds, or really any other truly wireless earbuds I can think of, actually have available. So you can actually store music directly on them and leave your phone or smartwatch behind. They have a good amount of useful touch controls as well, like adjusting volume, play and pause, voice assistant, all the usual stuff. And the sound quality here is warm, pleasant, and very well balanced. There's great bass, punchy mids and highs. These things do sound really, really good. The earbuds last about 4 to 5 hours of listening time, while the case provides an additional 7 hours of charge. The case is pretty small, so they couldn't fit too much battery life inside, but the bonus here though is these things charge through USB-C and also Qi wireless charging. That is an amazing feature, and it makes these things feel even more futuristic than they already are. Up next, the Jabra Elite Active 65Ts for about $190 US. Now, I'm a pretty big fan of these earbuds. I like the design, the fit and finish, there's water resistance, and a bunch of controls, and not just touch controls, but actually physical controls and buttons. They have a bunch of microphones on the side for excellent call quality, and sound quality is just generally very pleasing. It's warm, well balanced, and has the right amount of bass. No matter what you listen to, you're gonna definitely be very happy with these. The earbuds have a solid 5 hours of battery life with an additional 10 hours of charge from the case itself. Now, the case is really not perfect in my opinion. Number 1, it's micro USB, which kind of sucks, and number 2, the earbuds aren't held in by anything, so you flip it over, they just kind of fall out, you can lose them. I've dropped them on the bus before. It's not a great experience. So just be careful with these earbuds, and besides that, they're kind of a great overall package with what you get here. Up next, the Sennheiser Momentum truly wireless earbuds, and we're in for a treat here because these things are absolutely amazing. The sound quality is by far the best out of any of the earbuds I've mentioned here today, and out of any of the truly wireless earbuds I've tried so far. The sound is just super well balanced, warm, and punchy, with pronounced mids, a solid amount of bass, and highs that really aren't distorted or tinny while still being audible in your music. So you hear everything, and they just sound stellar. But the best sound quality in a pair of truly wireless earbuds does come at a price, and these things start at $300 US, and that's pretty expensive. So besides the kind of crazy price though, these things do fit in your ears pretty well, they stay in no problem, exercise, running, all good there. They're also water resistant, so these are going to stay in for no matter what activities you're doing. These also feature a lot of touch controls as well, and they're kind of finicky and a bit hard to get used to at first, but once you do learn them, it's very useful to have them. The case has USB-C, which is a very welcome addition, and the earbuds last about 4 hours in a single charge with an additional 8 hours of charge from the case itself. So just okay battery life, but the bigger issue here is the known battery issue with this case. Basically, the case drains battery very quickly, and if the case itself dies, so do the earbuds as well. So just keep the case charged at all times. So besides the battery issue, which should be fixed pretty soon, these are not just one of the best sounding pairs of truly wireless earbuds I've used, but also one of the best sounding pairs of earbuds in general I've also used. This video was brought to you by Skillshare, the place to learn all those creative things you've always wanted to learn. With over 25,000 classes about photography, design, animation, cooking, marketing, video editing, and more, it's all on Skillshare, and taught by creative professionals who are ready to help you fuel your creativity, curiosity, and your career. One of my favorite series of classes is Baugasm by Vasi and Catro, where he teaches you how to make these insanely cool poster designs that are absolutely amazing. This is the kind of talent and learning opportunities you get on Skillshare. Just awesome. The first 500 people who sign up with my link in the description get 2 months of free Skillshare on the house and less than $10 a month after that. For all of this knowledge, that's a great deal. Thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. So out of all these truly wireless earbuds, which is your absolute favorite pair? Is there a pair I should check out? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you for watching.